Imagine a world where you don't need a $500 console, a world where you click play in a YouTube video description, and 5 seconds later you're already in Assassin's Creed Odyssey in 4K. No downloads, no patches, and no fan noise. In 2019, Google promised us exactly that. They called it the future of gaming. But 3 years later, this future became just another headstone in Google's virtual graveyard. Today, we're breaking down how a technological marvel turned into a marketing nightmare. It all started with Project Stream. In 2018, Google launched a beta test, allowing people to play Assassin's Creed Odyssey directly within the Chrome browser. The results were mind-blowing, latency was minimal, and the picture was rock solid. The concept of Stadia was built on three pillars: accessibility, play on any device, whether it's a PC, smartphone, or TV; YouTube integration, features like State Share, which gave you the ability to jump into a game at the exact moment you were watching a streamer play; cloud power. Google claimed their system was more powerful than the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X combined. Google didn't just want to provide a platform for other people's games, they wanted to build their own. They launched Stadia Games and Entertainment, SG&E, bringing in industry legend Jade Raymond, the producer behind Assassin's Creed. Their marketing aggressively pushed the term negative latency. It was a magical promise that AI would predict your moves before you even pressed a button to compensate for lag. It sounded like pure science fiction, but in reality, it was just an attempt to gloss over the concerns of gamers who were skeptical of cloud technology. And that's where the cracks started to show. Google's fatal flaw? The business model. Instead of the Netflix for games everyone was expecting, Stadia offered a bizarre setup. You had to buy the game at full price, $60. You had to pay a monthly subscription, Stadia Pro, just for the privilege of playing in 4K. Why did it fall flat? The library. At launch, there were only 22 games available. The trust gap. Gamers were terrified of buying games on a platform that could be killed off at any moment, and as it turns out, they were right. Technical limitations. The 4K wasn't native, it was often upscaled. Meanwhile, those game-changing YouTube features didn't arrive until a year or two after release. When Cyberpunk 2077 launched, Stadia unexpectedly became the best place to play it, mostly because last-gen consoles could barely run the game. It was a golden opportunity, but it was their only one. The first alarm bells rang in February 2021. Google abruptly shut down all its internal game development studios without ever releasing a single first-party hit. Jade Raymond departed, and Google announced that Stadia would pivot to becoming just technology for partners. But give credit where credit is due. Google did something no one expected. They issued full refunds for all game and hardware purchases. It was an unprecedented move that slightly softened the blow to their reputation, but it confirmed once and for all Google Stadia was dead. Stadia wasn't bad technology. In fact, it performed better than many of its rivals. It wasn't killed by poor code, but by a lack of gaming DNA within Google. You can't just storm an industry ruled by giants like Sony and Microsoft by throwing billions at servers while ignoring the nuances of the market and the needs of actual players. Today, Stadia's tech survives within other Google products, and the cloud gaming market continues to grow, just under different banners. Stadia will go down in history as an ambitious monument to the fact that even the best technology is worthless without a solid strategy. What are your thoughts on cloud gaming? Did you ever give Stadia a shot? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you in the next video.